Dear students, today we will have a discussion on cognitive processes, the fundamental cognitive processes given by Jean Piaget. Piaget was one of the most influential researchers in the area of developmental psychology in 20th century. He developed the theory of cognitive development based on his observation of his own three children. He wanted to know how children learn through their cognitive development throughout the life span in the study of knowledge. So, before going into the cognitive processes, it is imperative to understand what cognition is. Cognition refers to the inner process and products of the mind that lead of knowing. It includes all mental activities like attending, remembering, planning, decision making, reasoning, problem solving, creating, thinking, learning, etc. When you remember what you ate in the morning, you use your cognition. When you plan your career, you use your cognition. When you think of a getting job in a reputed organization, you use your cognition. So in short, I would say all mental processes, all mental activities refer to cognition. Now let us move on cognitive development. Now we will understand what cognitive development is. It refers to the changes that occur in children's mental abilities over the course of their lives. Actually, as we grow up, our cognitive abilities are also developed day by day. That means, as an infant, we are completely different as we are today in terms of understanding the world around us, in terms of gaining knowledge. Look at an example. Once a teacher said to a 9 years old child to draw a picture of a person who has three eyes. 9-year-old child surprisingly replied, "Sir, how is it possible to draw a picture of a person that has three eyes? Because nobody in the world has three eyes." If I would say to you to critically analyze the statement given by a student, you would say perhaps logically the child might be correct. But if we see on the other side of the coin, he is lacking in imagination power. So, as a matter of fact, a child often finds it difficult to reflect on hypothetical propositions that have no basis in reality. So, if we conclude, a child and an adult both are completely different to each other in terms of understanding the world around us, in terms of gaining knowledge, in terms of understanding the situation, in terms of understanding what is being said to them. So, this was all about cognitive development. Now we move forward to the basic cognitive processes given by Jean Piaget. Piaget believed that children take an active role in learning process, acting much like a little scientist. वो साइंटिस्ट की तरह एक्सपेरिमेंट्स परफॉर्म करते हैं. They make observations and learn about the world, learn about the natural phenomena. Piaget, himself a genius, as he published his first scientific paper when he was just 11 years old. Piaget's work on cognitive development is one of the best scientific findings in the developmental psychology. Albert Einstein once called Piaget's discovery so simple only a genius could have thought of it. Based on his observations, Piaget concluded that children were not less intelligent than adults. They just simply think differently. He also found that thinking systematically changes from one point of development to other. But the question is, how does it change? As per Jean Piaget, the development of thinking and its systematic construction is made possible by four basic cognitive processes. These four basic cognitive processes are schemas. Second one is adaptation through assimilation and accommodation. Third one is equilibrium, and last one is disequilibrium. So first of all, we will understand the meaning of schema. What does Jean Piaget mean by schemas? Schema refers to the cognitive structure, mental structure, or we would say mental representation of the world around us. When you understand something, when you make a concept of something, or when you construct a knowledge about something, you are required to do some mental operations or physical actions also. You make categories that help you to interpret and understand the surrounding around you. This process, as per Jean Piaget, is known as schema. Children know their world through these schemas. For Piaget, cognitive development is the development of schemas. Let me facilitate you to understand this process schema with the simple example of how every child and even you haven't learned the concept of a dog or a cat or an apple in your childhood, in your early years. So let's understand this. Child starts constructing the mental structure of a dog from his picture book and comes to conclusion that dog has four legs, two ears, and one tail. These features of a dog are basic building blocks for a child to understand the concept of a dog. This is called schema. Specifically, I would say schema of a dog. Just like that, we make schema of a cat, we make schema of a horse, we make schema of an apple in our childhood days, in our early years. As we grow up, we make schema for more complex concepts related to our subjects like mathematics, physics, chemistry, biology, psychology, etc. Jean Piaget also said that as new experiences in life happen, schemas are modified time to time. They can be changed, they can be modified in the light of new experiences. Now, the question is how children modify their cognitive schemas. Piaget believed that all schemas are created and changed and modified by two intellectual processes, assimilation and accommodation. These two intellectual processes, as per Jean Piaget, help a child to construct or to modify their cognitive schemas. Now, first of all, we will understand what is assimilation. You must be remembered that example of a child construct a cognitive schema of a dog from his picture book and collects three characteristics of a dog 4 legs, 1 tail, and 2 ears. Now the same child looks at a dog in the park and observe it, and he experiences discomfort as his existing schema of a dog does not include two new features of a dog that he is observing right now. कौन से? First one is barking and second one is furry nature of a dog. This cognitive conflict or discomfort experienced while constructing a schema called disequilibrium. It occurs when new information can't be fitted into existing schema. Now, अब क्या होता है? By his father's instructions, he now adds two new features into already formed schema that dog is furry and barks. This whole process is known as assimilation. Assimilation is taken place by resolving disequilibrium and child gets to a state of equilibrium. Hence, assimilation refers to add new concept to the already learned concept. It refers to use existing schema in order to understand new concept and add new features into already formed schemas. And cognitive equilibrium is a comfortable mental state of a child in learning things, in learning concepts, in learning new things. Now we move on. Accommodation. What accommodation is? Let's take the same example again. At some days, child sees a cat walking around and use existing schema of a dog to understand this new animal experiencing first time in his life, and confirms certain traits that the new animal has 2 ears, 4 legs, 1 tail, and also furry nature. So now he addresses a cat as doggy. He addresses this particular new animal doggy. अब क्या होगा? Immediately his father tells him that no baby, नहीं बच्चे, ये dog नहीं है, this is a cat. अब यहाँ पे फादर, मदर और पेरेंट्स उसको समझाएंगे, इंटरफेयर करेंगे कि कैट और डॉग में क्या डिफरेंस है. फादर टेल्स cat sounds meow and not bhaw bhaw like dog. Now child starts to form a new schema of a cat. That is, a cat has 4 legs, 2 ears, 1 tail and furry nature and sounds meow. Child resolves the state of disequilibrium or state of discomfort by forming a new perfect schema of a cat and gets to a state of comfort, state of equilibrium. This whole process is known as accommodation. Hence, accommodation refers to changing existing schema in the light of new information. So students, in my experiences, students usually get confused with these two concepts, assimilation and accommodation. They often mix up these concepts into each other. But there is a key difference, clear difference between these two. Assimilation means to add new features into already formed cognitive schema. This is assimilation. आपको याद होगा वो डॉग वाला एग्जाम्पल जिसमें बच्चे ने डॉग के 2 नए फीचर्स ऑलरेडी और एग्जिस्टिंग स्कीमा में ऐड किए कि वो फरी नेचर का होता है एंड डॉग बार्क्स ऑल्सो. दिस इज assimilation. Accommodation, it is the formation of complete new perfect schema for a new information, experiencing first time in his life और इन हर लाइफ. आपको याद होगा वो कैट वाला एग्जाम्पल, जिसमें कैट एक बिल्कुल न्यू एनिमल है, पहली बार वो एक्सपीरियंस कर रहा है, बट एक ह्यूमन टेंडेंसी है कि उसने एग्जिस्टिंग स्कीमा जो डॉग के लिए प्रिपेयर किया था उसको यूज किया इन ऑर्डर टू अंडरस्टैंड दिस न्यू एनिमल. बट बाय the interference or reinforcement of parents, बच्चे को ये समझ आया कि there is a clear difference between a cat and a dog. So this is accommodation. And Piaget believed that assimilation and accommodation work together to promote cognitive growth, cognitive development. And childhood experience the state of discomfort, state of disequilibrium just before the each assimilation and accommodation, and return back to the state of comfort, equilibrium, as assimilation and accommodation had occurred. So, dear students, this was all about the basic cognitive processes. There are 4 basic cognitive processes given by Jean Piaget. We had a discussion on schema, assimilation, accommodation, equilibrium, and disequilibrium. I hope you must have understood the entire process of cognitive development from the perspective of Jean Piaget. अपने next section में we will understand the different stages of cognitive development given by Jean Piaget. Thank you so much.